Hey people, into tier 3v3 faction war. This is SD Province and Space Marines versus Chaos Space Marines. For the blue team, reacts is a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Imperial Fists over here. Alongside, Overtly Gemerous as an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. And rounding off this team is Taneli with a Force Commander. Very good offense, fighting in melee, some strong support and disruption. Red team, triple Plague Champions. First up is Revs with some Night Lords. We have Finale with a custom scheme, and Omega with the Death Guard Elite scheme. These guys start off in ranged combat with the damage over time bolt guns, can get melee weapons with some strong utility and support. Shooting up some scouts, they don't want that, so they back off. And, oh, didn't drop a model. More heretics up for Finale, the other players perhaps going for double CSM, but we might see some quick havocs up or noise marines into raptors, which is what I like to do against space marines, as long as you're not up against a force commander. This Plague Champion needs to be careful. Apothecary might go and smack him in the face with the chainsword. 2v1 against Revs here, needs to be careful. Noble Worship on retreat. Just back off here, I say. Can't do much. That Doom Blast is wasted against an Apothecary. And then retreats, yeah, a little bit sloppy there from Revs. Maybe could have backed up much sooner, kept all of their units in play, maybe. Overtly Gemerous' scouts, which tend to be very sneaky fellows, are going for a decap on the natural. But we also see Chaos getting a decap there, and actually a cap, thanks to Finale. Force Commander runs away. Plague Champion's very low, though they could try and focus him down. Scouts are being shot up. Dropping two models pretty quickly. There's Kraken Bolts now from the Tactical Marines. They start off, I think Tactical Marines have 19 DPS melee and CSM have 22 DPS melee. But with the Kraken Bolts it evens it up, and the Tactical Marines have more health. But CSM could get Eternal War, of course, and they are in fact getting it, which gives them 20% more damage. So what, takes them up to 26-ish melee DPS, which is not bad at all. Techmarine's fallen over. Plague Champion taking the western side, that's Finale. The central one, oh, these guys got messed up. What did they get messed up by? Was it a grenade? Was it Overtly Gemerous? Nope. Don't have their sergeant yet, they're getting them, and there's the elite training. They're probably going to get fully upgraded scouts. That's like 55 power on your scouts if you get shotguns and sergeant and elite training. Double CSM for Omega, nothing up yet for Revs. Did they buy some gens? Well, I mean, gens are up, but these are Finale's gens. And these are, okay, these are Revs gens. Getting their natural back, both teams now. West side is turning blue. Plague Champion, oh, he's taking shots though, as he tries to shoot. Yeah, get some cover, buddy. Don't think you can reach him from there. Oh, maybe. There we go. No cap game right now. It's going to be a 2-1 for the Space Marines, I believe. Got some heretics here with the Aspiring Champion just taking shots as they try to grab this power point. Flamer is up for the Tactical Marines. See this often from Overtly Gemerous. They will push the power quite aggressively. And their scouts, oh yeah, look, they're harassing the power already over here. I think I missed a grenade or something, because those guys are missing energy. And I see that's a grenade. So maybe they messed up some heretics or something. Maybe Finale's heretics. Where are the others? Oh, they're both here. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I think they did chuck a grenade at some point. Although they could have just lost energy from being infiltrated and stuff. 449 to 500. Raptors jumping in from Revs. These guys suppress when they land on you. And really targeting the Apothecary quickly. Customized Stormbolter is up, also has the Purification Rites. These are the scouts of Overtly Gemerous, being all sneaky over there. Now they're having to defend the power, some Noble Worship and CSM. Oh, CSM just retreated out, they were full health. Plague Champion, 1 hit point, goes down, was chased by the scouts of Reacts. There's a grenade. Good hit, but did not take a model. Slightly unlucky there. Assault squad now for Reacts. Taneli getting some Devastators on the field already has Assault Marines and drop their scouts over on the east side, having to defend their power. Drop pod with some tax, I imagine. Yeah. Overtly Gemerous getting double tax up in tier 1. Force Commander might fall down, but should get revived if they do. There we go. Oh, there's that Purification Rites heal there. That knockback and damage. It's a really good accessory. And there's going to be the revive, which should level the Apothecary, I think. Get him up to level 3, and his heal does get better per level. There's the revive. Devastators can push up. They can reinforce off the drop pod too. Maybe get onto the power. Where is the Flamer? Looks like maybe it's going to that eastern power. West side. The Techmarine with a master-crafted bolter. The high-powered shot. I assume Overtly Gemerous revived that guy, that's why they have so much XP here. Plague Champion of Revs just backing off a bit, has the Mucus Discharge. Raptors not getting the suppression on the Techmarine, but they would have suppressed those guys, so they run away. 449 to 478. Chaos should have enough here to get back this Western VP, I think. Flame attacks, bashing this contested power, which has been genned up from the Chaos players. Tier 2 for almost all the players. Revs and Overtly Gemerous still in Tier 1. Bloodletters on the way for finale. And those guys are bad news for Marines. Grenade is dodged. Raptors giving chase. These are react scouts. They can't do much other than run. They don't have their shotguns and they use their grenade already. Power bash from Chaos. Banana needs to counter-initiate those Assault Marines. There we go. Just chuck your heretics on them. Throw in a couple of Doom Blasts. There's a lot of melee attacks there. It's 18 heretics, including the 2 aspiring champions, smacking on your assault squads. Drop to model. Doom Blast for the Tactical Marines too. Got a model off those guys. Good little push here. There was the high-powered shot on the heretics to suppress them. They got 1 gen and a couple of Marines. That's quite good. Can they get this gen down too? This is Finale's Plague Champion with the Mucus Discharge. Techmarine falls down now. Gonna be an easy revive, but you do get XP for taking them down. And these days, since they significantly lowered the amount of XP you get for reviving heroes, it's much more viable to take down enemy heroes in terms of XP gains and stuff. How that balances out. They got the node and they got the other gen. Well played, Finale. Did not drop a squad either. The heretics did really well there. Here's a Bloodletters. Very dark red. What are they doing? Teleporting over towards what was remaining there. Where did Overtly Gemerous' second Tactical Marine squad go? They'd be dead. Not sure where they went down. On the east side we got Assault Squad with their Sergeant eating a Doom Blast and double CSM melee as well. Not sure what they were up to there. Pretty sloppy play, but they do get out. We've got plasma attacks. Lots of DPS against enemy heavy infantry. Force Commander. Are we going to see that Thunderhammer? Pretty much always a pretty damn good choice. Scout trying to avoid scary Bloodletters. That's a Noxious Cloud on the garrison. Shotgun Blast knocks down the Bloodletters but does not suppress them. Really don't know where those other Tactical Marines are. I want to find their bodies somewhere. Lots of dead stuff there. That's dead scouts, so it wasn't that. Oh, it was here, look. They were trying to bash the power, I think. I only see 1 tack, though. Oh, here we go. There's more there. Maybe they were messed up on retreat. I think that's what happened. Maybe heretics caught them on retreat. We have a Dreadnought for Revs. Devastators for React. Librarian up for Taneli. Just backing away from the Dreadnought. Any sign of missile launcher? Nope. They are getting a Melter Bomb, but it's not enough by itself. The Plague Champion with a Plague Fist. There's the jump. Plague Champion right there to start smacking them. Uses the Pestilence Strike. Giving some giving a lot actually of damage resistance and range, and also stunning those guys. Heretics 4. Raptors getting into the back lines, almost got 2 models off those tactical marines as they chased them there. Tried to hold as much as they could, but not a lot they could do, and they dropped some models for it. What's going on over here? Big push up the east side from Taneli. They're going to have assault marines, plasma attacks, and devs with librarian support. So they can put Veil of Time on them and run them around. Is it fast enough to get away from the bloodletters? Perhaps. Depending on where the bloodletters jump exactly. Oh, it's a pretty good smite. Easy to hit the smites when they are suppressed. Bloodletters getting in there. It's a lot of damage they're taking though. They need support quickly. Got double Mark of Zinc CSM. The bloodletters have warped out of existence, so they'll take no damage and they can't be knocked over. But they also can't attack or cap or anything. Big champion goes down. Touch of Nurgle on the heretics. Being suppressed right now. Need to shoot them, CSM. Trying to separate a bit and start shooting them. There we go. They aren't in cover, so they're taking a lot of damage. Heretics do get away. CSM also get away, I think. Quite clean. Those guys lost 2 models. These should be okay. Devs lost 2 models too. Furious fighting on the east side, but he keeps the pressure up there, Taneli. Las Cannon's getting shots. Lots of dead stuff around here. They're trying to repair it. Plague Champion's level 4 with Armor of Pestilence now for Revs. Very, very tough Plague Champion. Uh-oh, Touch of Nurgle on the Aspiring Champion. Boom. But those guys wipe. Those were finales. We do have more bloodletters, as we saw from Omega. These guys leveled yet? Not quite. They're putting pressure on the VP. Got the decap at least. Gonna get into melee, I think. Should be trying to focus down the Apothecary. Look how much work he's doing with the advanced healing now. Bloodletter's getting on them. You can't heal through that with advanced healing. Bloodletters will rip apart your marines so quickly. Are they really going to get away with 4 models on under 200 hit points there? That was pretty lucky there. Here comes a librarian kicking off on the west side though. Doom Blast for the assault marines. Noxious Cloud and an Aura of Decay from the Plague Champion, sending stuff flying. Doing some damage to the marines, that's for sure. Often you'll see them kind of glide through tier 2, not taking much losses, these Space Marines, but they're certainly taking losses here. Chaos Predator on the way, all 3 Space Marine players going tier 3. It's only going to be Revs in tier 2, having got that Dreadnought up and upgrading their Plague Champion a lot. They spent a lot of power there. Bloodletters versus Librarian. It's not a good fight for the Librarian, especially with Nurgle Worship. Halfway through a level. Are they teleporting after him? Oh. Can they get him? Oh, 2 attacks each would have been enough, but they only got 1. Not very good at chasing on their feet, Bloodletters. And now they need to run away. They might go down here. They're gonna go down. Ouch. Teleported into the wrong neighborhood, fellas. Here's a Chaos Predator. That was overtly Gemerous' scouts, getting some decapping going. No upgrades for this thing yet, but it's still a tank. Got an auto cannon on top and heavy bolters on the side sponsons. Assault squad without sergeants, so they can't use the Merciless Strike, which really helps them out in melee fights. They're up against Heretics and Raptors here, and the Plague Champion. There's a jump. There's a counter jump, but they wouldn't be knocked over because they just landed themselves. You get a few seconds of knockback immunity when you jump, which does persist after you land. Slaughter CSM. Touch of Nurgle Raptors. Killed an Assault Marine there. This haven't dropped a model yet. There's a Pestilence Strike. Doesn't protect you from melee though, which is where the advantage is here for Revs. None of them exploded. Nurgle is upset. Touched them and none of them blew up. Bloodletters having to take back this power. Probably the scouts got it at some point. Overtly Gemerous has not purchased anything since they lost the Tactical Marines. They're in tier 3 though. Taneli just became a Terminator Force Commander. Orbital Bombardment. Misses everything. Not the best use of a nuke. And we got Chaos Terminators here for Omega. Gonna get onto the VP and bash the powers. It's good play here. Really good timing for this. So Nurgle Chaos Predator now. Trying to get the decap. Oh, they were taking too much damage too quickly, those guys. Plague Champion behind the shock blocker being annoying. They're going to get a full bash? They might. It's a good distraction through the middle there to get the bash. Tank needs to be careful. I mean, it's a tough tank, but it still needs to be careful this far forward. Is that overtly generous? Yep, scouts. I think they're looking to get onto the natural VP. Bloodletters ready to defend the tank if needed. And here comes Revs. And a lot of work with his Plague Champion. Just shoring up the middle. Overtly Gemerous is in fact going for the VP, maybe? Oh, maybe not. They know it's too hot right now. Bloodletters teleport after where they think they are. Raptors jumping in. It's a good jump. Got 2 tacks on that. React and Overtly Gemerouses and the Plague Champions in there. These tacks are getting wrecked. Where did that stun come from? Oh, that was full auto, I think. We got some Terminators in for Overtly Gemerous. Dreadnought has found a las cannon tank in melee. Needs to be careful. Taking massive chunks of damage there. Can the Raptors jump on it? They will do some damage with that Demon Wall. One more shot takes out the Dreadnought though. They should have jumped onto rear armor, I think. There's that advanced healing again. Need to focus down that Apothecary. Can't let him stand around doing that. Should be the first target in a fight, I think. More Chaos Predator for finale. Where's the first one gone? It's over on the east side now. Oh, just ate a plasma cannon shot. Kind of shrugged it off though, eh? Level 3 Plague Champion for finale, just defending the power here. These scouts are still being very annoying. Terminators with their autocannon for Omega. This tank needs some repairs. Cyclone Missile Launcher. Wow, did some big hits against that Chaos Pred. And that was a massive rear armor hit there, bloody hell. Slaughter CSM. Put enough pressure on the tank to make it think again about chasing. Need some AV, fellas. Raptors do have that maul. Plague Champion is down, though. Here comes a Land Raider Phobos. Terminator Force Commander's gone for claws. Had enough of this infantry. Gonna need backup here, says Revs. It's 2v1 against them, basically. React isn't here. They're getting power bashed. There's that Cyclone Missile Launcher used to bash power pretty damn effectively as well, bloody hell. Apothecary level 8 just sprints away. That Nurgle Predator tank for finale. What's the second one? Second one's gone for Marco Zinch. Raptors get a good jump. The Assault Marines get a jump there. They are right next to Heretics. That's a marked target on those Raptors. And they lost their aspiring champion. 272 to 302. Can the Chaos team keep the pressure up in the Space Marine tier 3, which is so powerful? Overtly is floating resources a lot here. I assume they want a Land Raider Redeemer, but no sign of it yet. Down goes the tank. That's a good kill for the Chaos Space Marine team. Submarine's jumping. And here comes the Lightning Claw Terminator Force Commander. Just exploded that guy with that special attack there. Yeah, Chaos Preds need to be careful. Cyclone Missile Launcher might get some rear armor hits. He got a few, but the Nurgle Pred is tough. It's almost level 2 now as well. VPs are evened up, 272 apiece. What is this? It's a power bash from those scouts. Those dastardly scouts, which are everywhere all the time. Here's the decap. Terminator Force Commander runs away. The most cowardly of Terminators, the Force Commander. The only one that can flee. Well, I guess Chaos Lord and Brother Captain are technically Terminators. 270 apiece. 1-to-1 cap. These tacks are getting destroyed. They're going to go down. He's forgotten about them, Taneli, I think. Yeah, it was micro in this, but the Heretics go down too. Reacts down to just 2 units, getting a Predator tank. Finale's doing really well here with these 2 Chaos Preds. Apothecary is quite low, might be able to focus him down quite quickly next fight. There's some more Chaos Terminators for Finale too. Big army here for Finale. Here comes the Land Raider Redeemer. These guys trying to get into melee here. Overtly trying to keep the Apothecary at the back of his little force. Very good at using these small mobile forces to kind of patrol the map and do work. Down goes the Apothecary though. Here comes the Land Raider Phobos. Have they got caught in a really bad place? Need to retreat those Marines, I think. The Terminators are getting wrecked. Has the Curse of Indrid struck? Just as I said, how good they are at using these small forces. Terminator is able to teleport out. And they can get a very quick power bash if they want here. 245 to 270. What is this? Just some fisticuffs in the mid. Raptors keeping the pressure on. Techmarine got suppressed. They did not get a bash. They went after the units instead. They could still get it though. 233 to 270. 2-to-1 cap for the Chaos Space Marines. Oh, good shot there. Those devs are done for. Taneli just keep taking his eyes off those fellas. Too busy wrecking stuff with the Terminator Force Commander here. Librarian throws out a smite. Those guys don't seem too perturbed by the Force Commander. Down goes the Librarian. Plague Champion getting a last hit there for Omega. Plague Fist, Pestilence, and Mucus Discharge. Oh, Scouts of Overtly Gemerous trying to get a decap under Bloodletter's choppiness and Plague Champion fire. Can they get away? I think they are going to make it out. Bloodletters could teleport after them and finish them off, but they didn't. And I think they should have. 203 to 270. Chaos are keeping up the pressure. These 2 tanks have been amazing. And now with Lightning Claw Chaos Terminators, that is bad news for all of the Space Marine Infantry. 195 to 270. Taneli did not get Assault Terminators. Where's the Land Raider Redeemer? There it is. So that could make a big difference. All this stuff can reinforce off it now and retreat back to it. Phobos is taking some damage, but it's holding its own here. Plague Champion needs to be careful. Gets away after Aura of Decay on the Techmarine knocked him back. Techmarine goes down. This is an awkward place for this Predator to be. Needs some repairs. Or just some Nurgle Worship, that'll heal it up as well. Oh, there's a nuke! Imperial Abyss takes out a couple of Devastators. I think everything else has dodged it reasonably well. It is dragging stuff in though. Killing some Scouts. Terminator took a lot of damage there as well. Those guys are going to retreat kind of through it. It can't drag in retreating units though. They got away okay there, I think, the Space Marines, but it didn't push them back. It did push them back. Do we know who that was from? Maybe Revs. Gonna look at the red. 2-to-1 cap for the Space Marines. Push through the mid. The Chaos Space Marines need to push through the mid, I think. They're trying to contest this side, but they're at a big disadvantage as long as this Land Raider's here. Captain Marine just reinforcing off it. They got the decap though. That was good. They got the decap. What is this? Scouts being very sneaky on the east side. Chaos Terminator is teleporting away. Not very far though. Back away, fellas. More Chaos Terminators hitting the field for Omega this time. Phobos is back into the fight. Needs some repairs. Needs repairs. They got the VP back. Some tactical moves just died though, I think, getting that done. Cyclone missile launcher hits nothing. 195 to 217. Raptors flee. Not sure what those assault marines were trying to do. I suppose they were trying to use their melter bomb stuff. Apothecary is going to get revived. Is he level 10 yet? Yep, there's a level 10. They're pushing them back. They are pushing them back. But can they get the cap? I mean, Plague Champions are amazing at capping when they have the fist and stuff. Level 7, that guy. This one's level 4. Should be able to cap with Pestilent Strike, at least get a decap. Where's Revs, Plague Champion? Here he comes. Those scouts power bashing. There's that advanced healing there. Decapping is that Plague Champion. They should have gone in with their power fist and smacked him. This tank is very low. There's an orbital. Looks like it has been mostly dodged completely. Hit some heretics there. Plague Champion's going to finish this cap, I think. Finale's 2 predators are still going. Here comes a great unclean one. Rev's got another predator too. They're trying to push against the Land Raider, but overtly Gemerous is using it quite well, being quite defensive with it. That was the Chaos Terminators of Finale going down. That's quite a big loss. Can they get back onto the VP? 194 to 186 is very close. Chaos lost their natural. Thanks to those scouts, I bet. See them there retreating back to the Land Raider. There's Terminators dropping models. They can't reinforce off the Phobos. Where's that great unclean one? I think he's making his way to the west side. Yep, I see him. I see him on the map. There he is. Great unclean one's coming over. He's hungry. He's hungry. One of the Chaos Predators went down. Terminators having to back off here. And this is the big difference. These Terminators have to go all the way back to base to reinforce now. Maybe they should get a Nurgle Shrine up over it. Where is the Nurgle Shrine? 194 to 164. Space Marines have the VP lead now. Not enough pressure through the mid from the Chaos players, I think. They're tunnel visioning a bit on this west side. Foul Snare on the Apothecary. Well, I think it took a full-on las cannon hit there. Down he goes. Can a great unclean one get away safely though? So he's taking plasma shots. Taking shots from everything pretty much. Chaos have their natural VP back, but there is something going off and they just lost it again. Great unclean one might go down after his first fight. They're going to try and chase that guy down. Looks like he's made it out there. There's a Nurgle Shrine back there. They did get a Nurgle Shrine up. Who was it? It was Revs. What is going on in this VP though? So much death. It's Terminators that are taking it. Terminator Force Commander flees. This fella has heavy infantry army, so not like other heroes and not like other Terminators. They're keeping the pressure up here. Back to the west side, it's turning blue again. The Phobos went down, chased by these 2 Predators. And there's a double cap for the Space Marines. Have they turned the corner here? Chaos still have good armies, they just need to reinforce those Terminators up a bit and heal up the Great Unclean one. Finale is quite depleted though, doesn't have a lot of resources either. Lightning Claw Terminators teleporting in just to get in their face. This is risky though, this is really risky. Now they're having to back away again. There's Touch of Nurgle. Overtly Gemerous with even more Terminators now. Just ride Tactical Marines into tier 3 and then start spending resources is the Overtly Gemerous way. Uh-oh. Okay, it didn't take too much damage. Raptors jumping in. There's that Purification Rites heal again. That big level 10 heal. Another Land Raider Phobos on the way for Revs. That tank just went down. Raptors, yeah. 6 power fists, they can't take that on, even at level 4. They're just getting dealt with on the west side now. Yeah, Revs have been 2v1 for a while because Finale, after Finale lost those tanks, they've had a tough time recovering. Ouch. Latkanen can't get another shot though. Okay, Champion chasing off some Assault Marines. Maybe he can chase off the Devastators now. Gonna give it a go. Heals himself. It's not the highest DPS Power Fist variant though, because you get those defensive bonuses from it. West side looking very blue. Another Phobos though. Great and Clean One's healthy again. Uh-oh. Oh, they teleport out. A mass teleport away from the nuke. That's a big deal. Avoiding that nuke is a big deal. They should have saved it, I think, for the Land Raider. Can they get this tank down? Maybe. Can the Phobos get one more shot on it? It cannot. And in fact, it goes down. The Phobos went down. Trying to chase it there. Ouch. Raptors got wrecked. One of them gets away. Looks like the Space Marines are just smothering them here. GG, says Revs, having lost that Phobos. There was a passage of play, I feel like, if the Chaos team went mid, like when the Land Raider first appeared, they looked pretty strong, but they just stayed on the west side where the Space Marines had the advantage. When you have Terminators and Apothecaries and Land Raiders, you got to attack somewhere else. Blastmasters might have been good too, to get those big bursts of damage in. Down goes a Great and Clean One. Looks like the Space Marines have it. Hell of an effort though. Awesome fight from the Chaos Space Marines. Just a little bit more strategic thinking going through the mid. Might have put some pressure on. Might have forced the Land Raider to move. There's some Nurgle worship for the Lightning Claw Chaos Terminators, who are having a grand old time. Down to 10 VPs here. There's the GG. React's got very low at 1.2. But the first thing in his roster is a Predator tank. What a miserable game for me, says React. So he did lose a lot, but he recovered at the end. As soon as that Land Raider appeared, they turned the corner, didn't they? I think that was the cue to go mid for the Chaos Space Marines, but they didn't do it. They grinded their blood and sweat against this west side, and they did have some successes, but they just couldn't keep it up. You just can't keep it up when you're against a Land Raider like this. Your own Land Raider can't help you in support. We had a level 8 Techmarine, level 10 Apothecary Assault, of course, and a Terminator Force Commander. On the red side, level 7 Plague Champion, level 7 Plague Champion, and a level 5 Plague Champion. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking part in the Faction War event and for Impregnable hosting such things. I'll see you next time, guys.
And the build quality, as with the R6, is still high. One fully new feature is the slots for reservoir mounts on the inside of the case. These allow reservoir clips to be mounted in the spot formerly occupied by the drive brackets. That's where the bigger change happens.